What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of the mini build. I'm currently going to bring you this from Mallorca. It's where it's nice and warm, but obviously when this is filmed, this is back in Manchester. So I will see you in 3, 2, 1.
Probably guessed it, and from anybody that noticed, the person that sent me this package, aka drone delivery, wink wink, just a joke, they spelled total wrong. They put total, so we're now called Total Car Reviews. In this box, you will now find what holds the key to the next mini episode. Da-da! Cables. So for all the mini nerds, we have the rear wiring loom where the product code for my car is AN166, made in England, of course. Then we have main dash loom, which the product code is AN158, made in England. Let me just get a bit closer so you can look at my sexy face. For everyone that wants to know how much these things cost, right, mini spares, utter joke. Ordered the wiring loom, said it was in stock, then it was out of stock and on back order. Then a guy called Ivan, if anybody's ordered from mini spares, he deals with the online inquiries, said it will be ready, wait for it, at the end of September. So I was like, no, cancel it. Cancelled it. For the whole loom from what mini spares, it was £285. For the whole loom from Bull Motif Mini Spares, who I will try and feature a bit more in these videos, £253. And that's for the front and back. Phoned one of the guys, I spoke to them there, I said, look, I've got this car, and he said, have you got the VIN plate? Gave him the VIN plate, and he told me exactly what I needed. So, it should all be straightforward. Now, these looms are taped, don't like that, so I've come up with an amazing way to get around that, and that involves this. Flipping heck of that. This, nobody knows what it is. Because I'm an electrician, I come up with this amazing idea, not just because I'm an electrician, but because I've worked with the stuff before, braid. Now, I wanted a braided wiring loom. It didn't exist, it had to be custom made, it was £380. I thought, I'm not paying £380. So this bright spark here, and pardon the pun, came up with the idea of this braid sleeve to slide over the wiring loom, so it's got taped protection and that protection so it looks a bit neater, because I didn't really want grey tape showing around in the back of the car. All black, nice and neat, red and black. You know what that means? No going back. We're going to put that on it, and if people are looking at the ends where this is all frayed and broken and they're wondering how to stop that, then Tom has got another top tip of how to stop that. So, you know what? I'll see you on the bloody driveway! Yeah, I really shouldn't have done that, because now I've got to roll it all back up again, so me being me, waste more time. Now I know I said I'd meet you on the driveway, but the weather in the UK, again, has cocked me up. So we're going to do this in 2 parts. We're going to tape, well not tape, we're going to braid this up, and I'm going to show you how to do that, and then the second episode will be the wiring loom going in. Smells new. And give it a rough measure of how much we need. So I know that I now need to cut that there, and with this you're going to want to stretch it and use something like scissors. Snips are no good, but if you cut through that nice and neat. There we go. That's like that. Now, again, you want to know how to lose the fraying, so we're going to take one of these, or a lighter, anything, and you're simply just going to go and just singe the ends. Now that will smell, but as you can see it's sort of melted the ends over. That will now not fray. We need to do the other end, so we'll go now the beauty of this is, like, I've just tried to get that over there, and you might think, oh, it won't fit. That hole is quite small, and then if you push, see how it expands and gets bigger? It expands. So what we need to do is we simply need to push that there, so that opening is slightly bigger, and then we need to feed the little ones in, and then you need to try to stretch that. To stop that sliding around, you need some electrical tape. Nice and neat. Obviously leave the colours exposed because you will need those. Next piece I've got is massively long. I'm going to try and slide it over the grey, so it's going on okay. The best technique I've found to do this is grip it where below, make it bubble, so push it, let go, push, let go, push, let go. And as you're doing that, that's getting shorter and it's pushing it further and further down. Doesn't actually look like it's doing anything, but it actually is. Now obviously before, you'll notice there's a lot of pieces that come off like that, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to snip a hole in there and pull that back through, so then it's all covered with the braid. And there you go. So now, obviously that comes there, we'll wrap a bit of tape around there, and you've now got the two pieces both covered in braid. So guys, as you can see now, the wiring loom is all taped up and together. So we left the colours exposed there so you can basically see what's going on with the loom when it all goes back in the car. So that's all nice and neat. Coming to the next bit, I've had to do this in 2 stages. Wires here I've left exposed to see. I put a bit of tape around there to join the 2 pieces together, and the same again with this part, so that's all right. Moving on, further down the loom. Again, we come to another Y section where there's 2 pieces that can join. So again, taped them together, slid that one on, slid that up, and then wrapped it round. So I've gone round in that direction. You saw it in the video. This I haven't taped purely because looking at that, I reckon it's got to be routed through kind of a narrow area, or say under a carpet. I don't know, I've not actually properly had a look at the diagram where it goes back in yet. The earth I've not taped all the way up, I've just taped a little bit, just so I could see the ends, just so I know that it is still an earth cable. Further on down the loom, further on downstream, Mike, further on down the good old string. Then the bung, we put the rubber seal, the gasket, that's been slid back on over the top of that. The ends are exposed for that, so I can pop through. I think those are speaker cables, I don't know, I need to look at the loom like I say. But all in all, that is a braided loom. Obviously you've seen what it was all like taped up in the bag, the grey bag. I think that now looks 100% neat. So we're going to move on to this one. I'm not going to video that because you get the gist of it. That one's going to be a bit more intricate, that's the main loom. Sadly, that brings us to a close to the episode of the wiring loom part 1. But that is only because of the weather in the UK, because I can't currently get the car out because it's persisting it down. So after this now, episode 2 will be coming out as soon as I can push that car out of its little home, which is currently behind that camera where you are and behind that wall. I just want to push it out in that direction because we're facing the car now behind the wall of the house. I'm going to push it out and then we'll sling the loom in. So that'll be episode 2 of throwing the loom in. It should be straightforward, but as soon as you say something straightforward, it's never straightforward. So again, thanks for watching this episode, Wiring Loom Part 1. We're going to now move on to Mini of the Week, and have I got something special for you? This week's Mini of the Week, Harry Kingham from Bedfordshire. He said he first got into minis off his mum and dad. They each had one each, but then they've sold the classics and gone to the dark side and bought a new Mini Clubman. He said his Mini, it's covered 10,000 miles this year, which is quite a lot. He goes to a lot of shows. It's got 12-inch deep dish super light wheels. He's got an RC40 exhaust, and as you can see, it's just a stunning looking Mini. It's a good example. It's a Mini 1000, still on the original engine. Said all the interior is original apart from those bucket seats, which you can now currently see. It's just a nice looking all-round car, and I appreciate him sending me this in and giving me a bit of history around the car. He's got the Mark 1 clocks. Perfect example there of a Mini, and that's why it's in Mini of the Week. If you want your car featured in Mini of the Week, then it's simple. All you've got to do is follow my Instagram, drop me a DM, send me your car, then post a story on your Instagram, tag me in it and say check out Total Car Reviews. I'll then review that and then I'll take you from the list and we'll pick someone for the next episode, which of course will be Wiring Loom Part 2. So let's see, everyone, smash that like button, subscribe as you always do, keep this going, it keeps me driven, and I will see you in the next episode of the Great Mini Build.